Boom, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is, of course, your boy, Nolan Hawkeye Anthony here, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic week, wherever you may be, and of course, however you may be listening. I know that the past couple of weeks, have ended in heartache for Iowa fans with Iowa basketball, with women's basketball, wrestling not doing as well as some people anticipated, including myself. But on the flip side, Iowa is relatively competitive in each sport, which I have highlighted on numerous occasions. Things are looking good as a whole with the Iowa athletics department. But of course, once basketball season is done, we turn our attention to the football season, and we have spring practice. Two deeps. We're too deep in time. That is what time it is. It is afoot. It is here, and it is awesome. Before we go any further, I want to mention going to 247hawkeye.com, smashing that subscribe button. We're so close to 1,000 subs. I would love to reach that before the football season starts. I really would, so we can do, live shows, and you guys can send in, the chats, the donations through commenting, that way. I forget what the name of that type of thing is, but it would definitely be great. And so let's get it to 1,000 before the season starts. You guys have been amazing. You guys are the best fans in the world, and the support for this channel has been phenomenal. I'll put the PayPal link and the Cash App link in the description. All right, guys. The first thing that I want to mention here is that I think, and I've said this a few times already, but I think that this is, I've been saying it for the past couple of seasons. I think, but it rings true now. This is one of the most talented teams. I mean, if not the most talented team Kirk Ferentz will have returning in the last 10 years. This team is loaded from top to bottom. Every position has skill, it has depth, it has talent, experience, it has the whole 9 yards. I would say that the highlight of this year's team going into spring ball would be the defensive line, with some of the young guys who were able to get experience last year. I would say the cornerback position is the DB position as a whole. Even though Iowa lost Matt Hankins, they lost Jack Kerner. I think it'll still be a strength. But regardless, the staple of the team, the offensive line and the defensive line, yet again will be strong for the Hawks. Yes, Iowa loses Tyler Linderbaum, which will be a huge loss. But in the other positions, there's a lot of guys with a lot of experience there. And Iowa is in good shape. In my opinion, on both the defensive line and the offensive line, they are in the best shape, definitely in the Big Ten West. Definitely top, 3 or 4 in the Big Ten as a whole, but definitely number 1 in the Big Ten West. And, there's some other perennial things that will be determined, but the talent is there, such as the wide receiver group, the running back group. There's a lot of talent there still to be able to, sorry guys, had something in my pocket, to be able to see what kind of development is made there. So we will see. But this team is loaded, folks. It really is. Now, speaking of the offensive line, I will say, and I was not aware of this, it's only made aware for VIP members. even though your boy hooks you up with all of that information sooner or later, is that Cody Ince has left the program, and the Iowa coaches were really, really high on him. He was out of Wisconsin, O-lineman out of Wisconsin, a real steal from that state. And Iowa, the coaches were very impressed with him. And I think he put in some good games in the 2021 and 2020 football seasons. And he was in line to make a huge step this upcoming season. Going into spring ball, I would have said that at the center and the two guard positions, definitely the guard positions, that the front runners were going to be Cody Ince and Justin Britt. But Cody Ince, quite frankly, the coaching staff said that he could play all 5 positions. But let's just stick with the center and the guard position. Cody Ince was going to have a chance to play left guard, right guard, and center for the Iowa Hawkeyes, starting at that position. So it had to have been very substantial why he decided to leave. Okay. I'm curious to know what it is. If you guys could comment that below, that would be sweet. And also comment what some of the surprises were of the 2 deeps to you, and kind of what you're looking for in this spring ball, what you're looking to see. Let's chat about that. So Cody Ince, very surprising. And I do think that that is a loss, a big loss. And had Iowa landed the grad transfer that they were after in Hunter Norzad, I think that that would have pretty much shored up this Iowa offensive line. But they, of course, did not land Hunter Norzad. And also losing out on Cody Ince, a scholarship player, sucks. It does. So I also want to say, in defense of Cody Ince, that from experience myself, and few individuals know this because few individuals play Division I level sports, but it is a full-time job, if not more. It is so taxing on the body. The attention that is required to the sport is substantial. And in all reality, the type of time that athletes put into these sports, they have no time for school. That is kind of secondary. And the fact that student athletes still do it and are able to do it is quite astonishing. So I understand on a certain level why Cody Ince stepped away. It is very demanding, very, very, very demanding for your time, your body, everything. Okay. Now, that's what I'm going to say there. Iowa also lost Elijah Yelverton, the high 3-star who had many offers. I mean, this guy probably had one of the best offer sheets that anybody on the Iowa football roster has had. I mean, this guy had offers from everywhere. Let me see if I can pull up his recruiting profile here. So as you guys can see here, high 3-star. A lot of people thought he was actually under ranked. But look at these offers, folks. I mean, this guy had offers from everywhere, every major conference. It was incredible. Arizona State, Iowa, Arkansas, Auburn, Boston College. Let's see. Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Iowa State, Kansas State, Louisville, LSU, Michigan State, Nebraska, Ole Miss, Oregon. This guy had offers from everywhere. I mean, he had probably one of the best offer sheets on the Iowa roster. Listen, sometimes this happens. Sometimes Iowa gets a good player and they have better options elsewhere, and it just doesn't really work out. Sam Laporta has been a staple of this Iowa team. He's been one of Iowa's best players the past 3 seasons, definitely the past 2. And it was hard to break in. And once Luke Lachey broke in, it virtually guaranteed that Yelverton was on the outside looking in. Iowa has now lost in the past year 2 highly recruited tight ends, Josiah Meeman and Elijah Yelverton. And of course, there's 2 max 3 tight ends that get playing time every season. And Iowa got a huge transfer from, I believe, Louisiana Lafayette. I'm blanking on his name right now. It's Stephalanis or something like that. So the tight end position is locked. I mean, they have talent there. They have 2 young tight end recruits coming in Kale Vanderbush and Addison Ontrenga. So they have a lot of talent still there. It just didn't work out with Elijah Yelverton, and I wish him the best. Still a lot of talent in that room. So let's go over the depth chart here. Not really any surprises. Jackson Ritter, I think he's going to break through. I don't think Brody Brecht is going to be the main X target or big-bodied wide receiver for Iowa this year. I think it's going to be Jackson Ritter. I think Brody Brecht will probably still be a year away. I think Iowa has excellent depth at wide receiver right now. I think they have a lot of really, really good options, a lot of speed, a lot of playmaking ability. In my opinion, there will be no more excuses for Brian Ferentz to not get it done. He has talent there. They have recruited very strongly at the wide receiver position. They have depth. They have everything. So they should be fine. The thing that I'm most curious to see in spring ball is the running back position, not just the starting 2 guys in Gavin Williams and LaShawn Williams, but the other guys, Devin Hilson. And I don't know if the new guys from the 2022 recruiting class will be there yet. But I want to see the running back position. I want to see how that position is going. We will be able to see incoming prized running back recruit, Caleb Johnson and Josiah Patterson soon enough. I'm very interested at that position. Other than that, I'm curious to see the development of Max Llewellyn, who kind of came out of nowhere during the recruiting cycle, but was very highly regarded. He was a 4-star level recruit. I mean, let's look at his recruiting profile. Rivals had him as a high 3-star prospect. 247 Sports had him as a 4-star. I am very curious to see him. We'll see. Lucas Van Ness had a great season. Let's see what else he was able to do. I want to see how Deontay Craig does. Really just the young guys. Cooper DeJean, we'll see how he does. Obviously the quarterback position. I can't wait to see Joey Labus. I think he is the future of the Iowa quarterback room. I can't wait to see him playing. So at the quarterback position, and more specifically with Brian Ferentz making the move to offensive coordinator, that is the only other thing that is worth monitoring is how the offense is doing. Brian Ferentz, in my opinion, he's coming towards the end here. I mean, if he doesn't get it together here soon after making the move to quarterback coach, he has all the weapons. I mean, what else can be blamed for the lack of production? So that will be worth monitoring. The other thing that will be worth monitoring is new coach Abdul Hodge. Now, of course, I don't believe you should judge a first-year coach. I think you always, especially at the position, for position coaches, I think you should wait until year 2 and year 3 to make your judgments on all of your requirements for a position coach. Recruiting, how is their position doing on the field, all of that. But the good news is Abdul Hodge has some talented guys in that room. So that's about it, guys. That's what I'm looking forward to with spring ball. Football is still a ways away, but I wanted to give you guys an update on that. Keep in contact with you. This is going to be a lot of fun. This Iowa team is absolutely loaded. Here's the rest of the depth chart. You know, the kicking battle will also be something to monitor. I think that it's a wide open race between the two guys that are already there and the incoming freshman kicker Drew Stevens out of South Carolina. But again, the thing that I am most interested in seeing is the running back position and the young guys. That is what, for us fans, that is what spring ball is all about, seeing the young talent. So I am very much looking forward to that. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to smash the subscribe button, like, comment. What would you like to see this spring ball from the Iowa Hawkeyes? What do you think of the coaching switches? The list goes on. Be sure to comment below. And I will be putting the PayPal links in the description, as well as Cash App if you want to donate to me. Help me out with my coffee habit. And be sure to go to 247hawkeye.com. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. DBAP, don't be a pussy willow, and facts over feelings, because your feelings don't matter. Love y'all. See you guys next time. Go Hawks. Bye.